Hey guys, I'm back. I'm sorry I took a break. Not even a break, I've been so busy. But I'm back and I wanted to talk to you guys about horror movies and crime shows, like true crime and all of that, and podcasts like that, murder mysteries, etc. Because my friend wanted me to start a podcast with her. And I'm not going to go into full detail because that's her idea of what she wants to do specifically. But the podcast would involve, murder mysteries. And I told her, thank you, but I don't watch that crap. I don't listen to it. I don't recommend listening to it. I know that it can be very comforting for some people, for whatever reason. There's also a deep, deep fascination with the psychopathy and the sociopathy of violence, because we don't really understand it, most of us, I hope. But the reason that I don't is because I believe that when you are tuning into horror movies, whether it's about violence or paranormal stuff, and you're watching murder mysteries all the time and all of that, you are inviting that energy in, especially when it comes to horror movies about paranormal activity that are supposedly based on true stories, right? I think, what was her name? It was a couple, Lorraine Warren and her husband, I believe. They were super famous for paranormal investigations, and they have a lot of movies made about their stories. And what's interesting is my dad and I used to watch I think it was The Haunting or The Haunted or something, I don't remember, on the Discovery Channel when I was little. And then I got a little bit older, and he would not watch it anymore. He also would not even let me watch horror movies because he actually said this. They have entities attached to them. And now that I'm a spiritualist and a medium and a necromancer and all these things, I can 100% agree with him. Because think about it, if it's a allegedly true story about some dark, evil, low-level spirit that's been terrorizing God knows how many families in a house, right? It's always those houses where they've had 15 families move in over 20 years because no one can stay there. That movie is being made about them, so the creation of the movie itself is giving them energy. And then every single time someone watches that movie, they are giving energy to that spirit, or that entity, whatever you want to call it. Anything that you give energy to, it gives it power. So if, it's attached to a doll or something, and that doll has not been destroyed. If it's having a movie made about it, do you really think that doll is going to start doing more shit? Yeah. Because it's energy being sent at that spirit. So, and with the crime stuff, the way that I see it is there is so much darkness and evil and violence and negativity in the world as it is. Why would you want to listen to it all the time? Don't get me wrong, I believe in staying as informed as you can, especially when big things happen on the news and stuff. It's good to be socially aware, okay? But, I think, what was her name? She's Greek too, like me. Her name is Evie Pamporis or something. She used to be a Secret Service agent, and she has interviewed a lot of bad people. And I was watching one of her interviews one time, and she said that when these people come in front of you, meaning these psychopaths, murderers, violent offenders, serial killers, etc., it's like the media and society kind of pumps them up a little bit, like they're some otherworldly creature. And she's like, honestly, they're nothing special. They're not. And unfortunately, who do most violent crimes happen to? Women and children. And she said that basically they're cowards, because if you are trying to make yourself out to be an apex predator, top of the food chain, and you go after people that are physically more vulnerable than you, you're not very powerful. You're just not. Like, go up against another man of your stature or bigger. But they won't do that. So, society and the media just put so much energy into these people. And again, like, I think it's good to be socially aware, but this obsession that America has with violence and crime and all this, it's like, oh my God. Like, why not redirect that energy into doing something to try to prevent it? Like volunteering in a women's shelter, taking them supplies that they need so that they can get back on their feet, especially ones that were made for domestic violence victims. Donate to organizations dedicated to ending human trafficking. Volunteer to help human trafficking survivors. Like, if that fascinates you, turn that energy for good and make something positive that actually makes a difference in the world. Okay? Like, I remember, when was that? A year or two? When that Dahmer documentary came out on Netflix. It was all over TikTok, all over Instagram, YouTube. People were making memes about it. I've even seen, I'm not going to say what industry it is, but I've seen certain businesses named after Jeffrey Dahmer. And I'm like, why the fuck? Why? Like, oh God. And this is just my opinion, okay? Because this was on my mind today after my conversation with my friend. And I love my friends. Like, I don't judge them. I gently tell them, like, look, you might not want to invite that in your house. I'm just saying. It doesn't mean that if you watch Annabelle tonight, that spirit of Annabelle is going to, like, teleport to your house and start bothering you. No. But other shit can come in because you're inviting it, because you're watching it. You know what I mean? So, I just wanted to shed some light on that. Even though I'm a medium, I try to be respectful of the spiritual realm, meaning I don't get super deep into it. I don't go to the cemetery for fun. I don't really go on ghost tours. I have no interest in staying in a allegedly haunted hotel or mansion or whatever. No, thank you. Nope. No. Because if there's truly spirits in those places causing harm, or at least causing disruption, they're earthbound. They're stuck. They're trying to get someone's attention that can help them and help, send them to the light. Or if they truly are malicious, they have no interest in going to the light, and they are just trying to stick as close as possible to Earth and, wreak havoc on everyone and everything. And there's another way to deal with those type of spirits. If they don't want to go to the other side properly, and they want to be earthbound and cause problems, there's a certain thing that you do. And there's multiple things that you can do. But people don't understand what they're inviting into their life. Like, I've seen on Witch Talk. Here we go with the Witch Talk again. I think TikTok is becoming a beautiful community. I have seen so many creators, like, turn their life around from being an influencer. And it's beautiful, you know? But on Witch Talk, I've seen people, like, selling dirt from the grave of a murderer, a serial killer, etc. I'm like, why would you just, like, put that on Etsy? Or what? I don't even think Etsy allows you to sell shit like that. But why would you put it on e-commerce to just ship out to anybody? Like, that is so irresponsible. You're allowing them to invite that crap into their house and their life, and nothing good is going to come from it. If someone has hurt you that bad, there are about 1,001 other ways that you can get justice and you can fuck them up, okay? Without inviting murderous, violent, low-level, just nasty-ass spirits into your life, okay? I'm sorry, that was a little bit of a rant and a tangent. Lord. Anyway, you will not be seeing me at a horror movie premiere. To be honest, I mostly watch kids' movies. Like, a few days ago, I watched the entire Shrek series, and it was amazing. My inner child was just so happy. But I try to keep TV lighthearted, you know, because that's supposed to be my escape in my relaxation time. I don't feel like bothering my nervous system. Okay. So that's my thoughts on that. You don't have to agree. I just wanted to give a different perspective. I've talked to other people, other mediums, and they said the same thing. There's enough low-level negative spirits in the world, okay? You don't need to be inviting them in your space or your life, okay? I love you guys. If you would like to book a reading, please click the link in the description and I will get you booked on my booking platform. If you have any questions, just contact me. I do readings, I do spell work, I do cleansing, I sell products. I do a little bit of everything. Okay? Bye.